I didn't realize. Hi, and welcome back to my channel and Facebook page. Today, I'm going to be giving a complimentary class for one of my subscribers. She's been following me for a while, and she's really eager to learn Thai. So today, I take this opportunity to kind of give her some guidelines and maybe teach her some basic stuff. Okay, and I want you guys to see. Like how my lesson is conducted on Zoom, so you get some idea. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna bring her in now. Hello, Chelsea.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you okay now. Yep.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself for a little bit? Where you are? Are you in Thailand?
Yep, sure. So I'm from Canada originally, and I'm in southern Thailand now. I've been here 2 years.
Okay, 2 years already.
Yes. So I originally came traveling, and now I've been teaching English for 2 years.
Where do you teach? Which school?
The name is Pipun Sankarak Prata Utit School.
Oh wow,
it's just
that's
a
long name,
small,
right?
yeah, very long name. Sending mail to me from Canada, it's like half the envelope is just the name.
Okay.
Yep, it's just a rural countryside high school, Mathiam.
I had no idea that you are from Canada because I used to live there and I have a really close tie to the country. Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yes.
That's why your English pronunciation sounds familiar. It's like, oh, I remember the accent. So
that makes sense.
Today we're gonna be kind of like talking about how's your learning Thai journey been for you and what your struggle is, and maybe I can help you a little bit. Today. Yeah. So, are you ready? I'm gonna share the screen for it.
Very ready. Prom
แล้วนะคะ Okay, so what do you think is the most difficult in the Thai language, and how can I help you today?
Well, there's probably two big things, but one you can't help me with. And it's probably the same for any language learner. And it's just that I'm shy to actually speak with people.
Okay. Yeah.
And so part of that is building that confidence. And that comes with, I seem to be pretty good at recollecting vocabulary, but I'm not so good at stringing it together to make a proper sentence.
Oh, okay. So like structure, right?
Structure and just speaking confidently.
Okay. So I believe that in order to achieve, in order to be confident, you need to know the very basic of the language first, right? You need to know structure. You need to know the pronunciation. You need to get a good grasp of pronunciation first, because it's like if I speak English like this, you feel comfortable to speak to me, right? Because I speak close to a native speaker. But if you speak with like a big accent, then it might be hard for you in the long run to learn that language, because the locals will never speak the way they do with each other to you, right? So today let's talk about tones. Maybe how are your tones?
So it's I might be good, I might not be good. I myself can't decipher them. I get complimented often on my pronunciation, so I feel like that's good.
Okay.
But sometimes,
yes.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know if that's honest feedback or not. Maybe they're just being kind. So,
can you go over 5 tones? Can you differentiate between these 5, or you still find like it's kind of like you just like kind of parrot or maybe like imitate, and you don't really know or are not sure if you really get the tones right.
That's the second, the latter of what you said is correct. So I
Yeah.
know there are 5. I know it's ma, but I don't know what those are. So that's, for me, I would say I do not know the tones. I know they exist and I can hear them when, for example, sua, sua, sua by a tiger shirt. I can hear so I can hear the differences, but I
don't know which is which. Yeah.
I wouldn't know if they were plucked individually. I wouldn't know what word is being said. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So we're gonna start with the tones today, but I want to start with 3 tones first. Okay?
Okay.
And we're gonna do just this. So the first one, do you see the screen, right? Okay. So mid-tone, for transliteration, this thing's called transliteration. So we're not gonna use TypeScript just yet. Yeah. So it's a transliteration. So M represents the sound M. A represents the sound ah. Okay. Long vowel. Ma, that's mid-tone. Ma.
Okay.
Can you repeat after me? Ma. Ma.
Ma.
Yeah, it's perfect. So my tone is pretty kind of I would say boring, like flat, monotone, like ma, like that.
Ma.
Some people find this one the most difficult, but others who find it just like not as difficult. Okay, so it depends.
Okay.
Next one is low. Let's do low. Low is, to me, it sounds depressing, and it sounds low. So it's ma, ah, ma. Can you repeat after me?
Ma.
Yeah, you got it.
Ma.
So you know when I say it, you can just repeat after me. So that's good. So this one is falling. Okay. Ma.
Okay.
Ma.
Start high and go down. Is that right?
Yeah, like grammatically, it's supposed to be like that. Ma, like that, right? But usually when I teach people, I just say, just feel like you're falling and being a little aggressive, like ma. It's supposed to be like ma, ah, like that. But honestly, when I'm my student and I say just fall, like ma, they get it better. So you can try both ways. Let's just try with the falling right away first. Ma.
Ma.
Yeah.
Ma.
Ma. Yeah, you got it. Ma. Ma. So I'm exaggerating a little bit now because in conversation we're gonna say like ma, like that, right? But I want you to get the idea first. So in natural speed, that would be like ma, like that. Okay, but I'm gonna be exaggerating ma, like that first. Okay. So oops. Next one. Oh no, it's just 3 tones now. Okay, ma. Can you hear me? Can you repeat after me?
Ma.
Yeah, this one is mid. Ma. Yeah.
Ma.
Say it again.
Ma.
Yes. Ma. No, this one is low. Ma. Yeah. Ma again. Ma. Yes. Falling. Ma. Yeah.
Ma.
Okay. I'm gonna start with mid-tone again. You got your falling is totally fine. So it's between ma and ma. It's fine, okay? Ma. Repeat after me. Perfect. Yes.
Ma.
And then low. Pressing. Go low. Ma. Good. Can you do it yourself? So when you do it, you have to remember what we just learned too. Don't go by into how do you say that? Don't go by to intuition, right? Like don't feel it. Just, don't go by instinct. Yeah, just focus on what we just learned. Yeah. Ma. Yeah.
Ma.
Wrong. Let's do it again. Ma. Mid-tone. Ma. Yeah. Okay, so you're fine with falling tone. So let's do mid-tone again. Mid-tone is ma. Try again.
Ma. Ma.
but you go low. So mid-tone is like this, flat. Ma. It's like you project your voice like you're singing, but like like that. Ma. Yeah. Ma. Yes. But the difference between mid-tone and low is when you do low, you cannot go any lower. It's like you're doing the like really lowest point of your vocal range, like ma, like that. Ma. Yeah. Sounds like a male voice too. Ma.
Yeah.
Ma. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now again,
mid-tone.
Mid, it has to be like you project your voice like you're singing. Ma. Not like that, but ma. Ma.
Ma.
Yeah.
Ma.
Ma. Okay.
Ma.
Low. Ma. Ma.
Ma. Ma.
Yeah. Falling.
Ma.
Falling. Try falling.
Ma.
Yeah, you got falling.
Ma.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Now, remember what we learned? Okay. Focus on that, and then try to do mid-tone again. Slowly project your voice flat like that. Ma. Try it again.
Ma.
Perfect.
Ma.
Ma. That's mid-tone. Low.
Ma.
Go low. Ma. Lower.
Ma. Ma.
Yeah.
Ma.
So you can try doing this too, like ma.
Interesting.
Ma.
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 Yeah.
Ma.
Ma. Okay.
Ma.
Again, mid-tone. Ma.
Ma. Ma. Ma. Ma.
You're doing low tone. So ma is flat. Ma. Ma.
Ma.
Yes.
Ma.
Yes. Low. Ma.
Ma.
Yes.
Ma.
Yes. And then falling. Ma.
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 Yes. That's good. So today I want you to practice 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay?
Okay.
Now I'm gonna move on because we have limited time. So I'm gonna move on to high and rising. But now you get it. 1 through 3. Ma, flat. Ma.
So may I just ask? Ma,
yes?
flat, ma. มันคืออะไร? What's its meaning? Ma.
Oh, there's no
mid-tone.
There's no meaning for mid-tone. Mid-tone, yes. Ma. There's a meaning. Ma means to come. Ma is no meaning. Ma, no meaning. Yeah. And ma also no meaning. Just to practice to do the tone drills. Yeah.
But the mid-tone is ma, tini, ma. Ma.
Yeah.
Mid-tone.
Ma.
Okay.
Ma. Not ma, okay? Ma, mid-tone. Ma.
Mid-tone.
Ma. Say it again?
Ma.
No.
Ma.
You're doing low tone. Ma. Yes. Ma. Yes. Yes. You got it? Yes.
Okay.
Martini. Yeah. Martini. Yeah. So you already like you can do it after me, but then without me, you have to kind of practice too to get the tones right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna move on to high and rising now. And then you can practice the first 3. So usually when I teach students, I just do 1 to 3 at first until they feel like comfortable. And we're gonna move to high and rising. So
are those 3 the most common?
Those 3 are most common. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you.
This one though, for high polite particles like ka and krap, that's high tone. So they're not super common for words, but they're common in terms of particles, ending particles. So you're gonna hear a lot of kap 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 like that. But for male pitch, that would be like krap krap, like high krap. For female, it's easier because I'm a female. So ma ka ma. So high is when you do high, it's like you go over to the top of your vocal range, and you just stay there. Don't come down. So it's ma like that. Ma. Okay. You want to try? Try? You got it. Yeah, you got it. Ma. Yes.
Ma.
And then Rising, ma means horse. Okay, ma means horse.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the last one is the one you already did. I heard you say it at first already.
Okay.
Ma, rising, ma.
Ma.
Yeah,
Ma.
you got it. Yes.
Ma.
So the difference between hi, this one, and this one is when you do ma, you stay there. You don't come down like ma. It's like for females, I'll tell them to do soprano, like like that. Okay,
Oh.
ma, ma. For guys, we like you know, from your pitch.
Yeah.
But for rising, you have to go a little lower first in order to rise. So it's like ma.
Start low.
Ma.
Ma.
Yeah. Ma.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're doing rising perfectly. I don't need to exaggerate for you. So usually when I exaggerate, I do like ma, like ma, like that, right? But in conversation, we're gonna say ma real quick. But you already
circling back, sorry, just to where I live, I think rising tone is the one I hear the most. So it's become almost natural to do that because here they almost all of their sentences end on a rising tone like that.
Can you give me examples?
Yeah. Oh, so even like, so here they'll say lang rai is what did you say? Purarai. And
Okay.
lang rai, and they way up. Yep. Or tamarayu, they say tamraya. And it's real high. Yep. And really quick and high up like that. So that's the general ending of most of their words.
That's very interesting because I don't speak Southern dialect. I'm sure you're probably like more familiar than I am.
They do say that most like if you're not from southern Thailand, you really probably wouldn't understand, which for me is very interesting.
Right.
But just like different dialects of English, right? So similar.
Yeah. So speaking about dialects, I still feel like it's also important for you to learn standard Thai, because at the end of the day you have to communicate with people from different regions too, and especially if you want to watch like TV shows, because we use standard Thai for official language, right? So it's important. But anyways, you got the high and rising perfectly. We're gonna try doing 5 of these together slowly.
Okay.
Just repeat after me, okay? Ma.
Sure.
Ma. Perfect.
Ma.
Lo. Good. Ma. Lo. Ma.
Ma.
Good. Falling. Ma. Okay.
Ma.
Ma. Yeah.
Ma.
Good. Ma. Yeah, so you just need to practice for the tones. Can you read Thai script?
No, I'm piecing it slowly together with certain things, but I cannot.
Okay, it'd be better if you get into Thai script. There are a lot of videos on YouTube to get into Thai writing. I might one day teach Thai writing, and my collaborator Nam will get into Thai writing soon too. So we keep you posted. But anyways, it's better if you cannot read Thai script for now. Just stick with the symbol here. It's fine too. Mid tone, no tone marks, right? Backward slash for low. Falling is like V upside down. Forward slash for high, and the V is for rising tone. So all right, so let's talk about structure. We learned tones now, and you can work on those. You said you're not sure, you're not so confident about, is it about forming sentences, or you don't really know the structure?
Yep. Mostly forming sentences. Like even just for example, like this week I was trying to tell students you can look at your book. And I said, Tam du dai, your books. Tam du dai, your books. Like I have a horrible habit right now of mixing English just in with Thai for the words I can't figure out.
Okay.
And
All right.
that's, yeah.
So today I'll show you sentence structure that you need to know.
Okay.
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 So in Thai it's like English. It's subject, verb, and object. Right. So
Right.
object, any language, to form a sentence, to make a sentence, you need at least two components, which are the subject and verb. English too. Yeah. So subject and verb. Yeah. Object is optional. In Thai, we have the same order like that in English, which is subject, verb, and object. Yeah. So it's gonna be I love you, the same. Like in Spanish, it's like I you love, right? The order.
Right.
So in Thai, it's pretty much like English, okay? And one of the things
Right.
about you know, the Thai language, the spoken Thai, is a lot of times we drop the subject pronoun. So you're gonna hear only verb sometimes, and it will be a complete sentence. Us, you know.
Yeah, I have picked up on this.
Yes. For a total beginner, I'll usually tell them to just keep subject for now. It's not wrong to keep the subject in the sentence. It's just not common, you know.
May jumpen.
So
Yeah.
yes, may jumpen. Yes, that's good. So sentence structure. The very next one you need to know is question. Question,
Right.
because you know, yes, no question in Thai, we form the order the same way we do for affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence, you know the terms affirmative, negative, interrogative sentences, right? Yes. So affirmative sentence is subject, verb, object. For sentence structure for yes, no questions or closed questions, you understand yes, no question, what it means?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so question you say yes or no as a response. Yeah. So for yes no question, you need the word my at the end. My. Okay.
Right.
And please be informed that my is only one of the question particles in Thai. There are some more, but we're not gonna get into those like today. But you're gonna start with my first because it's the very, very basic one and easiest
Common.
one. Yeah, well, common is the, but unless you get a good understanding of my and chai mai, you don't want to go to the yet. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So there are a lot more. Have you heard of the before?
Well, rumai, is that the same? Rumai? No.
Rumai, yeah, like or not. Yeah, that one is very formal. Rumai.
Okay.
That one is very formal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
My and chai mai. I do, and most of my questions are either a my or a chai mai. Okay.
Yeah. So chai mai is a little bit more than my, because my is just form a question, but chai mai you're seeking confirmation. So it's more like you're pretty certain of the answer. So anyway, so
checking
you have
that they agree.
Yes. So subject, verb, and then my, like that. Because like in English, you're gonna say, "Are you hungry?" Right? Are you hungry? Are you mad? Are you pretty? But in Thai, we're gonna say, "You are hungry, my."
My? Yeah.
Yeah. You are hungry, my? Yeah. That's the structure in Thai. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to this one first. So adjective in Thai have, I call this built-in verb to be. So when you say I am hungry, we're gonna say I hungry. We're gonna drop verb to be or auxiliary verb. We don't need those in Thai. It's a complete sentence. So in a way, adjective in Thai acts like a verb because it's complete. Kun sui, you are pretty. That's the reason that your student will say something like I hungry. Teacher, you pretty, instead of you are, because we don't have that in the Thai language. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that reflects Tinglish too, the way we speak English.
That's right.
ผมหล่อ I handsome. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to go back to structure. So for open questions or WH word, where, when, how, why, stuff like that, we're going to use the same structure. Okay. I'm not, I would say 90% of times, 90% of sentences, WH word will be at the very end. There's some 10%, 15% that WH word will be at the beginning of a sentence, like English, but it's pretty
Okay.
rare. It's pretty
Okay.
rare, and for basic, like for beginners, it's probably best to just like, you know, remember that usually it's at the end of a sentence for now.
At the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So for example, like, where's the restroom? In Thai, we're gonna say the restroom is located where?
Right.
It's gonna be reversed.
Hang Nam.
Yeah, it's gonna be reversed.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the structure. Can you tell me the sentence that you tell your students, and I'll tell you how to fix that.
Like something I say to them in Thai?
Yes.
Hmm.
The tham du
Okay,
dai
so many things. Tam du dai.
dai.
Dön arai.
Dön arai. What does that mean? What do you
Dön
want to
arai. What month? What month is it?
Oh, dön arai. Oh, dön arai is the one is correct though. Dön arai.
Dön arai. Okay. Or like
So here, dön arai.
example.
Dön arai. What month?
Right.
You have to
Dön
say
arai or
like which เดือนนี้เดือนอะไร เดือนนี้ this month
dön arai. This month. Or dön arai lang mokara.
Okay. เดือนอะไร yeah, you
Right?
you found the sentence correctly. เดือน
Okay.
อะไร
Okay.
หลังมกราอ๋อหลังมกราเดือนอะไร is going to หลัง
Okay. Okay. Okay.
มก
Lang mokara dön arai. Okay.
Yeah, so หลัง behind or after, right? มกรา January.
After.
เดือนอะไร month what? Yeah, so it's at the very end. The one that you told me, like do ได้ ทำได้ do, that one. Can you tell me that one?
Yes. So I literally say, kun tam du dai, your books. Kun tam du, your books dai. I don't know. Kun tam du dai, your books.
What is the word do? Like what does it do here? This one? What do you want to say?
So I'm trying to say you can look at your books. You can look at your notebook.
Okay, you're not gonna address your student as kun. Okay.
I do it all. That's the only one I know. That would be really good to learn. I always say kun. I say kun and I make a plural.
You can call them nu. Nu, it's a pronoun for kids. Yeah. Rising tone. Nu. Nu.
And teenagers, that's okay. Nu.
Yes. Nu. That's fine.
Nu.
Yeah. Nu. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually with my students, like not super young, but they're like maybe 10 years younger, I call them nong.
Okay.
Nong,
sure.
like nong plern. You remember my student? I call her nong plern. Nong,
okay. Right.
But
okay.
when I sometimes I change the pronouns to nu, to like nu.
Okay.
Tam, yeah. But when I so nong can be pronoun and can be prefix for the kids, like the students. You're not gonna say nu plern like that. You have to call her nong.
Okay.
So nong, it's only nong can be prefix and can be pronoun.
Sure.
Too. But nu is only pronoun. Like that.
Okay. And nu is specifically for younger people, plural or singular?
Both. If you want to do plural, you say this. Nu.
Oh, okay. Double it.
Nu.
Nu.
You wanna tell them to look at the book, right?
Yes.
In what way? Like take a look at it now, or read it, or study it, or
I guess in English I would just say like you can. So during an exam, you can look at your book, at your notes. You can like it's an open book test is what I'm getting at.
Okay, got it. หนูดูหนังสือ หนังสือ is a book. ได้นะคะor ได้ค่ะ นะคะ
ได้ค่ะ
นะคะ is
okay.
So soften the tone. หนู you, yeah.
หนู Nu,
do. Let me
do.
be underline.
Nu,
Like
do.
do. Look.
ดู
หนังสือ
หนังสือ
You got it right because that in Thai has to be put at the end of the sentence. Can.
Okay.
ได้นะคะ Yeah. You look
ได้
book.
นะคะ
So weird too. It's so weird in
Yeah,
English.
right?
I don't
หนู
usually like
ดู
I
หนั
don't
ง
usually
สือ
tell
ได้นะคะ
I don't usually tell my student to put this translation like this, right? I usually just tell them what it means and understand the structure from the perspective of learning Thai instead of like, doing in English. It doesn't make sense in English,
And to be fair, like the whole first year, that was, I slowly pieced that together. So I would argue that now I've at least gotten that, like I understand the structure. It's sometimes whether or not it needs a T or a wa or what those little words are.
Right. So I would say the structure for can is subject, verb, object, and then can at the end instead of doing like this. It's like
Sure.
it's confusing to look at that way because like I'm fluent in English. So when I see that, I feel like it doesn't make sense to me. When you say look,
Right.
look, book, can. I would say structure, subject, verb, object like English, and then just add can at the end. You know what I mean?
Right.
That makes more
Right.
sense.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can do that. Okay, give me one more sentence. Come up with a sentence that uses structure. I want to see if you understand.
Okay. So I'm like even just saying what I did on the weekend, I went to like visit my friend. I would usually say Chan. So I know Chan ja bai tiao. I will go. So Chan bai tiao sapta suti lao by ban pun.
Okay.
Yep, on this past weekend.
Chan bai tiao ban puen สัปดาห์ที่แล้ว right? You said that?
Bai tiao ban pun.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You know a lot of words already. You just need to form the structure. So the structure is
right.
Subject, pretty much is the same as English, right? Subject, verb. ไปเที่ยว บ้านเพื่อน is I would say object here. It's not really object but complement, but let's put it as object. ฉัน
Right.
ฉันไปเที่ยว
ฉันไปเที่ยว
ไปเที่ยว
ไปเที่ยว
บ้านเพื่อน
บ้านเพื่อน
and then สัปดาห์ที่แล้ว yeah that's it
สัปดาห์ที่แล้ว last week
that's the adverb of time. Basically you can change to อาทิตย์ที่แล้ว to for colloquial. สัปดาห์ is very formal. สัปดาห์ is week, very formal.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do you can say อาทิตย์
Okay.
Atit means Sunday. So atit can mean Sunday or weeks too.
Okay, because I hear one yut as well.
Yeah, one yut is Saturday, holiday, and
any stop day.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you can watch. I'll include my video after this session for you, so you can watch my days in Thai video. So I usually include like videos for my students, like when we talk about stuff, and then I happen to have the video for that topic already. Then I'll
Sure.
So Sarah's video on days. Usually, sometimes I just tell the students to just search days in Thai, Sarah.
Sure.
And you're gonna see it anyways. Yeah. So basically, your homework for today, you have to kind of understand the structure, and then you're good to go because you know a lot of, words already. So you can try self-study, and I think it would be most beneficial for you if you get a private tutor who can speak the dialect too, then she can guide you. You know, you can learn both. Like, but it's important for you to learn standard Thai. But if someone
Sure.
who knows the dialect and can teach standard Thai too, you get the most
Right.
out of the class. Instead of trying to like,
Sure.
you know, pieces everything together, right? Because you
Yep.
need to,
Yep.
structure and stuff. Yeah, you will learn so much faster, but you already know a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that as you're saying as well, like it would be good for me to know because of what I know they do here is they take out a lot of words, kind of unnecessary words here in specifically in Nakhon. So knowing the proper Thai might help me know what words are not used here as often, and then I'll understand the speaking a little bit better too, I think.
I'll give you tips on where we drop pronouns here. So pronouns in Thai, we usually drop subject pronoun. That's pretty much 90% of the times. Okay? But object pronouns, I would say maybe 50%.
Okay.
Especially when we use particles, like for example, I say Chelsea, I love you. In Thai, I can just say Chelsea, love, nah, which means I love you. I drop everything here.
Right.
But you're not gonna say one word. You're not gonna say one word like rak, that's it, and no subject, no object like that. You need a little bit of particles to help with the moods and expression, like emotions.
Sure.
Yeah. And particles are very important in Thai because you guys don't have those in English. English is it's low contextual language, meaning you have to rely on the language. You cannot rely on the context. Thai language is a very high context language, meaning you have to rely on the context. And that's why we drop I, we drop you, we drop everything, because you need to get it by the context. You need to rely on the context, right?
Okay.
So if I say rakna to you, it could not mean anything else apart from I love you because I'm saying to you right now. I cannot mean that I love him, because if I say I love him, I would say love him instead of love, one word. I'm speaking to you, right? So you need to rely on the context. I give you another example. Sometimes we say just a pronoun one time, and then we just drop it all together in that conversation. For example, I'm gossiping about someone, and I said she is a whatever, and then I said, oh, I don't like her. I always say I don't like, and I would say no she anymore and is, and then acts like you're not gonna hear she anymore because we're talking about the same person. You know, so yeah. That's why that's what I mean by high context, because we drop everything. But bit by bit, I also find that once you get the structure and the concept of how we omitted those pronouns, Thai language is pretty much easy to form these structures, because we don't need to know, like for English, right? Let's look at English. Eat, ate, eaten.
Right.
You know? Or even like eat, eats for he, she, it. Oh my god! Like in Thai, you just use one word, gin, for every tense.
Just always gonna be kin.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, Thai language we have tenses, but we just don't have verb conjugations for according to the tenses. We have tenses too.
Right.
Not that we don't have tenses. We just don't have verb conjugations for tenses and according to the subjects. Like Spanish, right? What is it? Tengo, tiene. I don't know, like, you know, Spanish, right? There's like 6, 7 of those. Thai doesn't have that.
So, am I right though in thinking that like Thai tenses come into play more about whether I say chan yak jakin or chan gin ti leao, right? Like it's gin never changes, but the sentence can form whether it happened already or it's going to happen yet.
Right. We have some words to indicate the tenses in Thai. So you need to pick up those keywords. Yeah, and then you'll be fine, because you don't need to pick up the thing is, that's, you know, when you said gin, and then you said อาทิตย์ที่แล้ว or สัปดาห์ที่แล้ว so it's past tense so if you ask someone กินอะไร even though you don't add the word you because you is present continuous tense if you ask the person กินอะไร it could mean present continuous too because you're asking right there and then right?
What are you eating? Right.
What are you eating? So if I say กินอะไร it could mean I didn't even say คุณ right? I dropped คุณ กินอะไร verb and then wh word yeah right just verb like this and wh word กินอะไร right? It could be what did you eat yesterday? What are you eating? What are you gonna eat? I asked my sister too กินอะไรเย็นนี้ tonight you don't need จะกินอะไรจะกินอะไร sometimes you can even drop จะ so that's what I mean by it's very easy in the Thai language the only thing that is difficult I would say two things that are super difficult I would say super quoted are tones and ending particles the rest is not as hard as English I find
okay
yeah okay so that's the structure that's a super basic one you know and you probably need to learn a lot more for like ending particles you know there are some words that we use to signify present continuous and past tense too let me teach you a little bit here so for example because you already know some structure so กินอะไร you okay so you there are three ways to form present continuous tense in Thai you can say กินอะไร you okay you can say กำลัง I mean it's not wrong to just say กินอะไร or just drop to like กินอะไร right but if you want to be proper and add everything you can say กินอะไร you
กินอะไร you
so that's the correct form that's like a full form for present continuous tense in Thai or you can even say กำลังกินกำลังกินอะไร
กำลังกินอะไร you
กำลังกินอะไร you กำลังกินอะไร yeah but this one is the most common this one is the most common one it's the most common
and
one.
Now that's you the same kind of you tinai where are you going
written the same form same written form same tone everything same but the position of the word when it's at the end it signifies present continuous tense yeah
okay
so that's present continuous tense word okay another one that you should know is ma which means to come but when you say กินอะไรมา at the very end it's past tense กินอะไรมากินซูชิมากินพิซซ่ามา
that means it already happened
yeah that's it and that's why I think it's very easy you just remember like these keywords and you can form you know a lot of tenses in Thai already
so that is the same as กิน pizza แล้วกินข้าวแล้ว
yeah so แล้ว and ma when you say แล้ว it's in a way it's slightly different so when you say แล้ว it's just like up until present like it's like oh you already like eaten and maybe you like you know you finished the action and maybe the product or the results to like here like you're full
okay
right? But if you say กิน pizza มา you just want to focus on the action it's just like past tense in English when you say past tense you focus on the verb when it's happened right but present perfect it's like you focus on the result make sense because like oh กินแล้ว the action is complete maybe the result is like you know still here with me but for ma it's just like yeah ma I mean technically it might in reality like practically you can say กินข้าวมากินข้าวแล้ว they both mean the same to me
okay
because we don't have present perfect and past tense right but if you want to kind of dissect why is ma and แล้ว that was explanation
okay and even just that I don't usually hear ma at the end so that would throw me off but now at least I'll know what that's implying right okay no that's super helpful
yeah okay so
very cool
anything else you wanna I wanna Oh, okay. I want to read the comment here. Can you see the comment too?
Yeah.
Nam
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Cambodia. My student, one of my students, he's from Cambodia. He said this name is
Oh,
from
wow.
Cambodia. I like teacher. Teach very good. Thank you. Sawadika, Jonas. Jonas, you wanna hop? You wanna hop on live stream? You wanna hop on live stream? Sawadika,
Mama.
yeah. Yeah. So, anything else that you worry before we wrap up this session?
Well, like as you know, we've been talking for months now, so there's always questions that do seem to come up, but this has actually been super helpful, just like
Yeah.
you said, giving me those groundings, because I've truly never had a formal lesson before. Everything I've learned is from just asking questions or listening listening to what I'm hearing. And so this has really been nice. Yes, very good to get those formal groundings.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So I think you already know. It's good to know to learn vocabulary words, but you need to know how to use them in different contexts. That will help a lot because for me, the way I learned English in the past is I always look up the meaning in English and how to use them. I never, I use it before, like, how to translate it into Thai. But then at some point, I realized that I knew the meaning, but I don't know how to use those words. That's not helpful. So when you learn new words, try to use it with your friends. If having your friends correct you, use them and then ask your friends, do I say it right? And they have to be honest with you and correct you.
Okay.
You cannot really learn words without context or combine them into sentences. When people come to me and they said, oh, did I know a lot of words already, but I don't know how to form sentences, then you don't really speak the language. It's like I can just study Japanese and I can count numbers, but that doesn't mean that I can really converse in Japanese. However, if you know words and you learn how to use them, even at a very super basic level, but you know how to structure the sentences properly, the locals will want to speak to you more because you actually know how we say it in the right way.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring Jonas on for a little bit because I think he's been trying to join my live a few times. I already sent the link. Can you join us? And then Chelsea, if you're not in a rush, just stay on here for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yep.
Okay. Okay, someone asked me, Mike B, Sarah, in Chinese, there is the word bu, mean negotiation for something. Thai has this word too, how to say I'm not hungry, I'm not late. Ah, you mean mai, right? Negation. Negation. So, yeah, so the word mai is, mai hiu, not hungry. So if you're hungry, then ผม or ฉัน, right? Or you can just drop the pronoun. Yeah, ผม or ฉัน. You. Yeah, when you want to negate the sentence in Thai, it's super easy. You don't need doesn't, do, don't, didn't, hasn't, haven't, what else? Mustn't, whatever. So you just say my, ผม or ฉัน and then ไม่หิว like that. Okay? That's it. So to negate the sentence, I think he meant negation. So I'm not late. Yeah. My. There are other ways to use my Thai and my die too, but I'm not gonna get into those right now because it's a lot. So let's just stick to my for a very simple form. I don't know if he's gonna come. Jonas, are you gonna join us because I'm gonna wrap up soon? Because Chelsea needs
Sorry,
to go to
Sarah.
bed. Just joking.
Almost.
What was the question?
Well, just as we're talking and I'm trying to think, like in class, I do often say you don't have to copy all of this. Like ไม่ต้องการเขียนเยอะมาก or
Mm-hmm.
ตังทุกตัง I don't like how to say you don't have to copy. You don't need to
You
copy.
don't have to. You don't need to copy.
Right. You don't need to copy all of this or right.
ไม่ต้อง That's a word. No need to.
ไม่
Not need.
ต้อง
ไม่ต้อง Yes.
Oh.
ไม่ต้อง
ต้องการ but my okay.
Like ไม่ต้องเกรงใจ ไม่ต้องเกรงใจ No need to feel เกรงใจ Okay. No need to feel เกรงใจ
ไม่ต้องเขียน
ไม่ต้องเกรงใจ
เขียน
You know the word เกรงใจ right เกรงใจ Oh ไม่ต้องเขียน Yeah ไม่ต้องเขียน
Yeah ไม่ต้องเขียน
Okay, Jonas here, but I'll bring him. So okay, someone said, สวัสดีครับคุณซาร่า That's the why you just explained the Thai tense. This session is great and very helpful. Do you have a summary or notes of these tips you may like to share with us? Thanks. You know what? One of the things is every time that I type in the notes for my students, I have them write too. I can tell if people are following or not. I can tell if they understood because when I explain things, I tell them to come up with sentences for me, right? And so I usually have my students write the notes too, and that's what I want you guys to do today. If you like this session, you can rewatch it in so many times, right? You know, there's gonna be a video relay, and you can write down everything that I have been teaching in this video, right? Yeah. And that way you will memorize better than just me sending you guys notes, right? Am I right, Chelsea? Because when you write,
Yeah.
you learn things. Okay. So usually in my class, I'm really like, you know, when students just like sit there and not taking notes and stuff. Yeah. But today it's fine because this is more like a coaching session for you. So I'll give
Right.
you after. But like, you know, what I really want my audience to do when they watch my video is they should just write everything by themselves, and that way
Take
they
their own
can
notes.
they take your own notes, and you know you can review on your own too. Yeah, so that will be better for
Yeah.
you because I believe in the power of writing. There's something about writing. For me, I believe in law of attraction, and I do intention every night and every morning. You know, I believe in the power of writing. So every time I write something, I'm gonna make this much money. I'm gonna attract this guy or whatever. I'm gonna like have new students. Boom, it happened. So
Do you write your intentions in English or Thai?
in English.
I'm just curious.
In
Oh,
English.
okay. Just
Yeah,
curious.
but when I coach people, because sometimes I coach some Thai people too for intentions, like my friends.
Sure.
They use Thai language. It works for them too.
Sure.
So,
Of
yeah.
course. Yeah.
So yeah, I
cool.
believe in the power of writing, guys. So language learning, you know, intention, law of attraction, everything. You need to put work into it. You cannot just you know chill, you know, and get it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna bring Jonas gone. He was here, and then Jonas, can you hop
We took too
right
long.
back? Because I was explaining. Jonas, are you gonna come? Okay, let's wait for him for a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, maybe ask one more question while we're waiting for him.
Well, just while so I know the word ต้องการ as ต้องการ but my ต้อง so what does the having on or not having like my ต้องการ same
Oh no,
or not
that's
same?
that's not the same. That one is ต้องการ 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 is what to want something.
Oh.
Something.
So that's because I use yak for want. Yak อะไร
ต้องการ is formal.
Okay.
But yak is informal. And the one thing about yak is you need a verb. You need verb one.
Right.
Not verb one, sorry. There's no verb one in Thai. You need verb for
just any verb.
You cannot just say yak and noun. It doesn't work that way in Thai. So
right.
อยากกินอะไร
อยากกินก๋วยเตี๋ยว อยากกิน
I want to eat, yeah.
Okay. So
ต้องการกิน ต้องการกิน followed by nouns or
okay.
verb. Yeah, either way is fine. Yeah.
Right.
Jonas back?
ต้องการ
Jonas
helmet or something.
Jonas back? Jonas gone. Jonas, where are you? We were waiting for you. He was right here, but I was trying to explain things first, so
Bye night, Jonas. Bye night.
all right, I'm gonna wait for 2 more minutes. If you're not coming back, Jonas, I'm sorry to wrap. We have to go and wrap up. Oh, okay, he's here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if he's coming up right here. Hello, Jonas. Hello.
Hello ครับ
ได้ยินไหมคะ ได้ยินไหมคะ Can you hear us? Oh, his connection is bad. I think your connection is bad. Can you hear us?
Hello ครับ
ได้ยินไหมคะ Oh, your connection is
สวัส
bad.
ดีครับ
สวัสดีครั
ครับ บครูสวัสดีครับพี่ชัยศรีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
What can I help you? What can I help you?
Hello ครับ
What's your question?
Hello
What's your question?
Hello ครับ
Oh, I don't think you.
ได้ยินครับได้ยินครับ
Can you tell me
ได้
your
ยิน
question?
ครับ
Oh, there's a lag.
Yeah, there's a lag and delay.
ได้ยินครับ
Sorry, Jonas, your connection is pretty bad. And we have to wrap up this session. Yeah, he's gone now. So, anyways, here we go. So, thank you so much, Chelsea, for being my guest tonight. I hope you learned a lot.
Likewise, Sarah.
Yeah?
Yes, so much. Very good. Thank you so much. Really appreciate.
Yeah, I hope you stay motivated. Okay. I think it's best for
Absolutely.
you to have a private tutor who speaks the southern dialect, and that will help you learn so fast. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay?
I definitely agree.
Yeah, and use the stuff that I'll teach you today, and I would love to. And if you have any other questions, just you can always like ask me on live stream too, because I do Q&A from time to time. But
Very cool.
yeah, I'm gonna take a break from live streaming for a month because
Oh wow.
I've been streaming way too much, and I need to take care of my parents because they just got accidents, and I'll need to 2 of them gonna go through operation next week, so I need to take care about of my family first, and just put live streaming on hold. And also I have the course running now, 2 courses, beginner and intermediate. Intermediate starting next week. Yeah, so beginners already running now, so there are 3 classes.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm pretty busy, and my schedule is like already booked up. And I also have like email coaching and video coaching too. It's the new services, but I'm totally booked up for this month and the middle.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, and I still managed to get the voice coach coming in today for my singing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I love singing. Anyways, that's the update.
Very cool.
Okay, so thank you. Maybe if you are in Bangkok,
Again?
you can come to my meetup, or let me know. We can, go for coffee sometimes. Yeah.
I would love to, and likewise, if you ever come south and near Samui, let me know.
Yeah. I'll probably like make a tour on in Isan soon next year, because I got invited.
Very cool.
Guest speaker at a university in Khon Kaen.
Wow.
I can tell you,
congratulations.
Yeah. So it's tentative. It's still tentative, but it's gonna be confirmed soon. Yeah. Okay.
Good for you. Lots of things. Good for you.
Thank you so much. Oh, let me read all the comments here before. Jeffrey says, good self-motivation tip. I will write go down. Thanks, Sarah. Yes, do that. My issue is when I listen to Thai conversation, I can pick the words, but I can't make a sense of it. I mean, I can't understand what tense they're talking. Any guidance on that? You need to rewatch my video. We just talk about it, right? Context is the king. Context is key. As shot. Context. If you're talking about yesterday, you hear the word เมื่อวาน, then it's past tense, right? You don't need to know the tense. You need to know when it happens. Make sense? If they say เมื่อวาน is yesterday, if they say 2 days ago, it's 2 days ago. You don't need to know it's past or whatever. You need to know when. If it's in tomorrow, then it's future, right? Because we don't have verb conjugations for tenses. You don't really need to know which tense. You just need to know when it happened and then tune into that timeline. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see you again next month for live streaming. I'll keep you guys posted. And Chelsea, thank you again and have a great night.
ขอบคุณมากนะคะ Thank you Sarah ขอบคุณค่ะคุณครู
First. Okay, bye, guys.